Hey guys, it's X, and welcome to another video. And I know I said that I wasn't going to be making a video today because it was my friend's birthday, and we all went out and celebrated her birthday. We went and had we went and saw Prince of Persia. We went and got barbecue, went and played some poker. We made a whole day out of it. It was real fun. We all had a blast, and I only got like 3 hours of sleep. So after doing all that and having to come home at midnight and still work, um, was was really draining, and I should probably be asleep right now. But I'm a very creative person. I felt like I had to create something, and so I decided to just come and make this video because I really had that creative itch, and that's what this is about. Also, I wanted to make sure I answered this question in a timely manner. I've had this question sitting in my inbox for about 3 days now, and it's kind of time sensitive. Let me just go ahead and read it out here. I'll try to loot up these mobs. Alright, that's enough looting. I think that's the last one anyway. Alright, yeah, I'll make it over here so the mobs don't respawn on me because these bloodos spawn quickly. Oops, I'm in the water now. Alright, so the question comes from a user named Flag Protectors, and he writes, I play a level 74 Frost Death Knight, and I want to try tanking as I've never done it before. The only problem is I'm afraid of screwing up and getting hated by people I'm getting into dungeons with. X, how did you start tanking? Did you mess up a lot? I just want to know, as that might give me more confidence. And let me tell you, this is actually a very, I see this a whole lot. And not just World of Warcraft, but I see this type of attitude a lot. People are scared to get out of their comfort zone, but I really respect those who will leave their comfort zone to try new things, new and exciting things. And so, Flag Protectors, you're definitely on the right track there. And let me tell you something. As far as tanking is concerned, and as far as World of Warcraft is concerned in general, or the internet as a whole, um, you're gonna want to grow a hard skin, man. Grow as tough a hide as you can, because even if you're the best tank in the world, you're gonna get people hating on you. It's just gonna happen. People are gonna get in your face about any little thing. They're I can't explain it. I guess people online just like to be jerks, but whether you suck at tanking or whether you're good at tanking, you're going to get people getting in your face. Now, admittedly, you're going to get far few people hating on you, far fewer people hating on you if you're a great tank than you would if you were a sucky tank. But still, you're going to get people hating on you no matter what. So go into this knowing that. Know how to shrug that off, because that's incredibly important. Like, it'll help you keep your sanity, and it'll help you have a lot more fun tanking. Um, you just got to know how to handle those situations, because it's going to happen no matter what you do. You're worried a lot about screwing up, though, and let me tell you what you have working for. That's what you have working against you. Against you, you have people who are just going to hate on you no matter what. But let me tell you what you have working for you. Currently, you're level 74 in your message. You may probably be like level 75, maybe level 78 by now, because I've waited like 3 days to answer your question. But yeah, you're not 80 yet, so you're not into heroics. And before you get into heroics, you don't have to worry about a lot of things. You don't have to worry about defense cap. You don't have to well, basically defense cap. You don't have to worry about your gear too much, because lower level heroics are just really, really forgiving. So that's what you have working for you right now. You're not yet into heroics, so all you really got to do is put on whatever stamina gear that you have that's around your level, and turn on Frost Presence, and then queue up in the Dungeon Finder as a tank, and go for it, man. I strongly recommend you watch my Frost Tanking 101 videos, and of course my Frost Tanking Heroics videos, because if you know how to tank a heroic, or if you at least know the basics and concepts of it, you'll have no problem tanking a regular dungeon. Those dungeons are cake for a Death Knight. Just turn on Frost Presence and go. That's all you really have to worry about. Another thing that you have working for you is that you can buy like runic healing potions, and look on the auction house for more stamina gear, because there are tons of crafted blues that you can buy around level 77 and 78ish or so that are great, even level 80 starter tank gear. So that's a great way to relieve any kind of nervousness that you might have, because you'll be covered as far as that's concerned. And then all that's really left is the actual skill of tanking itself, which you're not going to have unless you actually do some tanking. So I strongly recommend you just turn on Frost Presence and go for it. To answer your question on whether or not I messed up a lot and how I got started tanking. Well, I was lucky because I pretty much played this game only with real life friends when I first started tanking. When I started tanking, the Dungeon Finder wasn't out, so whenever I was getting a group, it was with a group of friends. I didn't log on, I didn't join trade chat and say tank looking for group and spend all that time looking for a group. I just called up a bunch of friends. We just started playing and we got in and went. So I was lucky. I didn't have to face a lot of the ridicule that might have come with messing up. And believe me, I did mess up. Right now, I know almost every heroic like the back of my hand, like every single pull in those heroics. I know what all the mobs do. I know what their patrols look like. I know which mobs I should use Mind Freeze on. I know which mobs I should use Anti-Magic Shell on. I know when I should be using my Icebound Fortitude. I know all this like to a T, and it's really fun knowing all that stuff, and it's cool. But there's no way you can get there unless you're actually tanking. And so before I knew all that, and before I knew my rotations and how threat worked and all that stuff, I was definitely, I'm not going to say I was a good tank, because I wasn't. I was a new tank. I had 18,000 HP in my first, when I first started tanking heroics, not even regular dungeons, I had 18,000 HP. And odds are, most level 80s are starting level 80 with more than 18,000 HP. So, I mean, I was a very poorly geared, no skilled tank jumping in, and I gotta be honest with you, I was fairly nervous myself. I didn't want to let people down, especially my real life friends, and it is something to be nervous about. And I see that kind of attitude a lot. Like people are afraid to get out of their comfort zone. And this is more than just World of Warcraft too. And if you're not a tank, and if you're just listening in on this video, then this part's probably for you too. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. If there's something you want to do, go do it. Just don't spend all of your time preparing for stuff. You can't prepare and prepare and prepare and then just never do something. You should just go out and do it, because your comfort zone, I believe there's a song that says life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire. Get into the fire a little bit, man. Get just and this is not to you flag protectors. I mean, it is kind of, because you're talking about switching to a tank spec. Even though you currently play a Frost Death Knight, you can probably tank in your current Frost spec. But this is just a good message as a whole, to everybody who's in their comfort zone and don't like to get out of your comfort zone. Step out of it every once in a while. It's how you live life. Do new things. Learn something new. Flag Protectors is on the right path. He's scared of tanking, but he came to me for advice. He's probably going to end up tanking something, and he's probably going to enjoy it. And if he doesn't enjoy it, guess what? He tried. He found out he doesn't enjoy it for sure, and he moved on. That's how you do it, man. I have a lot of respect for people who step outside of their comfort zones. So that's my best advice to you. Just throw on Frost Presence, get into a dungeon, and start some tanking, because it's really easy before level 80, and I really have a lot of respect for people who will step outside of their comfort zone in World of Warcraft and in other things as well. Alright guys, I'm very, very tired. I'm gonna get to bed as soon as I take down this last pull. Boom, Blood Boil, and let's see how much HP these guys have. Very, very little. I think they have Frost Fever on them. No, they do not. Alright, so then Death Chill, Howling Blast, boom, Blood Boil. That should do it. No, two of them survived. One of them survived. Alright, I killed them. Alright guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna set this video to upload, and you should be seeing it sometime this afternoon or this evening. Alright, take care guys. See you later.